Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Test Chamber. I am your host, Tim Turi, joined here by Kim Wallace.
Hello.
Oh, hello. And we're going to be checking out Resident Evil Revelations 2. This is actually the second half of episode 1 of the game. It's 4-part episodes. So, spoiler warning, we're going to be playing as Barry Burton, the return of the man himself.
Wow, it's been a while, huh?
It has been a while. Also, never really played as him. You can control him in Resident Evil Gaiden on Game Boy Color, but that's not canon.
Yeah, we're not counting that.
No, and you can play him as in Mercenaries mode in 5, but those don't really count. So yeah, we're gonna play the co-op mode. We haven't really done this yet.
Nope. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
It's interesting because I feel like this would be a lot of fun to play as co-op. When I was playing the campaign by myself and just swapping between characters,
right.
I always found myself relying on your firepower, who is Barry, or in the other chapters, Claire.
Yeah.
You can't really trust the AI to their own devices too well,
okay.
So that's what kind of makes that. But it's fun to set up different attacks. This is Natalia.
Yeah, it seems there's both Moira, Barry's daughter, who he's off to find here, and this what's her name?
Natalia.
They're both like support characters. So Moira's great at picking out items in the environment or finishing off enemies, and yeah,
she's got the crowbar to open things.
So you find yourself doing that a lot, is using the support character even in single player.
So I often swap to her to do the item collecting, Moira, and then Claire always in battle because you cannot trust, like I said, the AI.
Okay.
Too much. You even have to open something, unlock a skill to have the AI be able to shoot when you swap to another character.
Okay.
So it's kind of not the best, but it's cool because you can set up different attacks and stuff, though. Like, you could have Moira stun an enemy with her crowbar and then set up Claire for a nice shot, which is fun. Because the swapping is really fast. Like, on the fly, you just press Y, you can go.
I'm excited to see how this is going to be, if you find that it's actually pretty entertaining for you, without being much of a damage
Yeah, that's
dealer.
what I kind of wanted to try it out. I was like, oh, this will be fun, because I was wondering how fun that would be.
Yeah.
To be the support character, actually.
Let's take a look at the world here. So,
honestly, this is the best I've ever seen the series look, to be honest. I know we're on new hardware and everything, but I was pretty impressed with the visuals and just how crisp they are.
Yeah, we're playing on Xbox One here,
yes.
but it's available on PS4, PS3, 360, Vita, and PC. So, Far Cry, quite a few different consoles there compared to the first Revelations, which was like 3DS initially and Wii U.
Yeah, it's come a long way, huh?
So Kim, where do we kick things off here?
We gotta go up.
Is it up these stairs?
Actually, we have to go up through the rocks.
Oh, do we do? Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha.
Sorry, I was walking that way and then I got distracted.
Yeah. So I've only played a little bit of Claire and Moira's section for the cover story we did. I haven't actually played through this yet. So I'm excited to dive in. This is I've been waiting to play as Barry for a long time.
So good. And, I just love it because they just put little references throughout. Like, you'll get a little Jill sandwich joke, a little master.
Really?
Yeah. You think.
Really? Okay. All right. Don't even tell me anything more.
I'm not telling you anything more. It's just,
my God.
It's a beautiful thing.
Oh, gross. Oh, there's another guy.
Just knife him.
Oh.
You're wasting bullets, man.
God, I don't like those bug things. That was gross and unexpected, really. Oh. You didn't tell me.
I actually have a really funny story. So I played through, like you did, the Claire and Moira part when I was at TGS, a similar section. And I knew stuff that I got a big jump scare when I played during that demo, which is embarrassing because we were in a hotel room just playing a demo.
Well,
and,
that's the whole point.
Yeah. Well, it's just funny. So I went to play that same part for this when I finally went in to do the review, thinking, I know this is coming, and it still scared the crap out of me.
Hey,
and I jumped, and I even knew it was freaking coming.
So can you mark those guys?
It's a monster.
So, okay. So
if she works out well, she'll be more of an asset to you in, with difficult enemies, because she can spot them when they're behind a rock, so you can see who's coming. So that's more of what her skill level is for you.
So that red glow would appear. Yeah. So mark them. I'm actually gonna go run behind the wall here and see if I can. Okay.
Don't let her...
All right, so I can't see it on my screen, but maybe...
You'll be able to see an orange flash when you're by me,
Monster's coming.
because I can show you them behind walls. It's not going to work well for these bugs here, but we'll get to those soon enough.
So, I mean, we're not going to be able to see Barry's entire section here, even though the game is only... or this first episode, how long do you think it took you to play through it?
A little under 2 hours.
Okay.
Okay, so they're about that. Like each episode looks like so far it's split into like the two different arcs. So you have Claire and Moira, and then you have Barry following.
Which those should probably start intertwining
See
in
how
some
I can
interesting
point there?
ways.
There's an enemy right there. See?
Wait, oh, okay, hold on.
Is that not showing up on your screen? It
You know,
should.
I'm not sure. Yeah, mark it again.
Monster's coming.
Wow, that's interesting.
Well, you know, it could be that you're supposed to communicate it to
There's
me.
something ahead. Be
Because
careful.
in the single player, that actually shows up,
Doesn't?
obviously, on the screen. Yeah, so
I mean-
sometimes I'll switch there. So, well, I guess there's nowhere else it could show up, but I thought it would on yours as well. So,
Well, I
okay.
mean, that's good to know. It's also
Well, I
good to
can
know
just be
that
like-
this is not online co-op, so this is local only, so you'll always be able to see the other character's screen.
That is true, and I could always be like, hey, Tim, beyond the rock.
Is this the part where... Okay, I thought I recognized this area.
So, yeah, you do backtrack through some areas because you are essentially retracing Moira and
You're looking
Claire's
for
step.
them,
Yes.
so...
But the only thing that keeps it different is you'll open different routes. You'll also see certain things in one campaign, be like, I need the other character to do that. So you're memorizing a lot. All right, I need to go back to that spot with this character. And I got really into collecting everything towards the end and like really maxing my inventory.
Speaking-
So behind the wall.
Speaking of collecting... Oh, so you can... Wait, no, you can see him, but I can't. Speaking of collecting, look at his gun collection.
Yeah.
Barry's
and that's what's cool
loaded.
too is that Claire also has completely different guns than him.
Okay.
So there's a lot to do, and you can customize those guns as well. You find little customization tools like extra damage, more firepower. Wow. See, I need to find a brick so I can just like brick these guys in the head, because otherwise I'm just like, get away, get away. If she gets caught, I faint and I die.
Wait, so there's
I'm in the corner.
Is there a fail condition with her?
Yeah, you can, because if you mess up with the brick, I've done it. I did in single player.
Wait, so hold on a second. Let's rewind a little bit. So if Natalia dies, it's game over?
For me, it was in single player, yeah. Because
Okay.
there was one secret room to go into that I encountered last night where you could only go in with her. And so I was trying to kill this guy with a brick, and I hit him once, and I hit him the second time, and the third time I went to go with him, like, I just missed, and he got me,
Okay.
and I was dead.
And that's when enemies, like when I've shot their legs out and they've fallen to the ground, that's when you can interact, right? That's
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like Moira with her crowbar in that way.
Yeah, you just have to wait until they're done.
Did you find that, Barry's section ended up being harder since it was after Claire's and he has more guns and stuff like that? Like, because he's going into the situation prepared, whereas Claire and Moira's situation is a little bit, they're a little more vulnerable to begin with.
See, this is her awareness and pointing, so she can increase the range.
Okay.
Find hidden items by pointing them out.
Okay.
So kind of like a little bit like Moira, but
Okay. But did you think that Barry's sections were a little bit more
I
difficult?
found
Or?
them pretty on par to
Okay.
one another, to be honest with you. Like, I didn't ever think to myself, oh,
Was the pacing similar, or was Barry's more action-packed, or... Because that happened with the original Revelations, if you remember, right?
Yeah.
Like the pacing was totally different whether you're playing as Chris or Jill or whatever.
I actually found the pacing pretty comparable on this one.
Okay.
For now, I can't talk about future episodes, obviously, but in the first one, they were really just trying to introduce you to what was going on and what was going to happen with where each character had been and kind of what you're gonna do. Monster.
Did you just see item over here?
Yeah, and I got it.
Oh, you were able to pick it up for me.
Yep.
Oh, great.
You can't pick those up, only she can. That's why you're constantly switching to your other character to pick up the items for you.
Okay. So far, you're pointing at things. You picked up an item for me. You can hit people with bricks.
There's a guy behind that wall,
Careful.
Where?
so just be careful.
Okay.
Yeah, we turn that corner.
Oh,
See?
it's two of 'em.
Yeah. See, that's where she comes in handy, giving you a little heads up. I've had so many times where I've just turned corners and just gone into enemies.
All right.
And, ugh.
Oh, you found something.
Yep.
So let me ask you another question here. Oh, and I can pick it up too, can I? Yeah. So let me ask you about the dodge button. Is that B? Yeah. And you can dodge in any direction now. unlike
Get
Revelations
this.
1, there's no invulnerability window anymore, right? Like you're not invulnerable for a set amount of time, but you can dodge in any direction, which is different. Do you find yourself dodging a lot?
Yeah, because some of the enemies that go on as you get in have special attacks, like fire and stuff.
Okay.
You don't want to.
So what'd you pick up there? Looks like a little bottle or something?
Yeah, you can actually craft different. Right now I have, Natalia can only use these like these bottles that are smoke bottles that draw out enemies so they can't see you.
Oh,
so
we
you
should
could
try
walk
it.
past.
We should try to use one of those if we get an opportunity. Unless you think there's a reason we should save it.
I think we'll be okay.
Oh, there's a
But,
monster.
This is exactly, empty bottle, and I can craft
Monster's
later.
coming.
Ah!
All right. I will save it for the next one.
Okay. That sounds good. Let me try the dodge.
Oh, there's one over here. So, like, if I wanted to throw the bottle there, I could.
Ha! He did the GoldenEye death where you stab him, like you hit him on the ground and he stands up to die. That was great.
All right, so there's one right there. We could maybe use him on that.
Hold on, I found toilet paper over here.
Go for it.
Yeah.
That's important.
You never know. I mean,
There's a guy behind there, so I'm going to do it right here. Oh, he came out already.
wait, what?
Son of, right over here.
Oh, okay.
Watch this. So
There's
watch.
something ahead.
Okay.
Be
Oh, no.
careful.
My hand slipped. Oh, no. Sorry. I messed that
That's
up
all right.
so bad.
Come
I
over
just
here,
bit
Natalia.
it.
It's Natalia. Come
spit it.
Come over to Barry.
So I just threw it so I could get through that, and he couldn't see me.
So how vulnerable is she? Like how worried should we be about you dying here?
Well, let's see. She is pretty vulnerable, but in co-op, I'm noticing in the co-op mode, I had no problems playing and swapping in single player, and maybe they make some... Oh no. That helped. See?
Okay, that was you that
Yep.
did that. All right. What's the how do you heal up again? Is it a D-pad or is
B.
it B?
No, sorry. LB.
LB? Okay.
RB, sorry. RB.
Arby's? Okay.
Arby's, let's go.
All right.
You just hold it down.
RB, okay. What does LB do? Okay, that must be grenades or something.
Yeah, that's how I threw that bottle, was LB.
All right.
All right, there's a guy behind there.
There's something ahead.
He's going to go up.
This guy is?
Mhm.
Okay. Let me
That's you being smart.
Oh, he seems like he's down for the count. So it's kind of cool that Barry has all these guns and stuff. It makes sense. He's like he was a weapons specialist for Stars, and I think he's kind of continued that profession with is it? Gosh, it's
And
what?
I carry this so
Oh
you can
wow!
get up here.
Nice job. It's TerraSave, right? That's the
Yep.
name of the organization that,
Yep.
that him and Claire are part of, and then now
Well,
Moira, right?
Moira and Claire are. Barry seems skeptical of them, so
Oh.
we'll see. And like I said, Moira her and Barry are pretty estranged, and
That's-
that's what I'm interested to find out. What the
Well,
heck happened between the two that made it so?
Well, good. So you're intrigued.
Yeah,
that's great.
Well, that's the great part of this. I wrote this in my impressions, but you start out and it's kind of like a reunion. It's like, oh, where have all these characters been?
Yeah.
And that's really cool. And so you're constantly like listening to the dialogue for any little hints that you can have of like what has happened, because we haven't seen Claire in like over a decade, you know? It's
Yeah.
it's been so long. We've never played as Barry. We don't know what happened with Barry's story. So I think it's cool that they use these characters that are not overly used, obviously.
No, that's
in the series,
fantastic.
And you're constantly just wondering. See, I can crawl under
Yeah.
here.
So basically, kind of building off what you said, is that Okabe-san, the Michitaro Okabe, said that this is kind of, the Revelation series. The big distinction from this and the main series might end up being that this is way more fan servicey.
Oh yeah. Oh, it is.
and-
And they even acknowledge that. Like I said, they make all the jokes that we love of the silly
Sure.
dialogue or like good callbacks that from throughout the series. Like I'm not spoil anything, but I wouldn't be surprised if you see some characters you are like, oh God, I wonder what happened to
Oh,
them.
really? Okay. All right. I'm down for that.
Oh man, yeah, it's great.
So wait. All right. I'm hitting. Oh, it's just got to push it. All right. Got it. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, I was super giddy playing this. It's
How-
nice to be back in the world. and-
Yeah, absolutely. Like I love these games. Starting with Resident Evil 4 and 5 and even 6. I thought that the scares kind of dropped off, but I was having a good time. I thought it was fun. I liked the world, I liked the characters, and I liked the
So this is
gameplay
where you could
specifically. How do you
customize.
feel It is as far as scares go. Do you feel like it's actually someone should buy this expecting to get scared at all? Or?
So for this first episode, I wasn't exactly. I was hoping for a little more. I had one incident that really I felt suffocated, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm going to get out of this," and was on my feet.
Okay.
It's something I'm hoping the future ones kind of get down a little bit better, but I could see that this episode was more just an entry, and I don't think they wanted to bombard you right away. It's trying to figure out what's going on. You have this sinister voice coming up that you can't see, this villain telling you, to fear what you're doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how you customize your guns.
Yeah,
so you can
let me ask you a question real quick. Could I take these off and put them onto different weapons if I wanted to? Okay.
So it's all what guns do you want to mess with and which ones don't you?
So you end up using this a ton. So I feel like maybe boosting this is a good call. Mm-hmm. So then I will add this, and the recoil is always pretty rough. And maybe I will change out these capacities, and capacity is not great on that, so I'll add that in there. All right, that was easy. Yeah. And he starts with a few. I'm assuming you also...
No, these are carrying over from my other saves.
Oh, so you had unlocked these. Yeah. Okay, so we're kind of doing some New Game Plus type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's cool. So I got a little bit of an edge here.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Natalia. Oh, rubies. So is that currency used to buy new upgrades and stuff?
Yeah, so at the end here, if we press pause for a second, go to skills. So you buy with, at the end of, all your BP points to put it in different things. So you can up your recovery speed. You can make sure that you have,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were going this deep.
I love it. I've just been, like I said, playing to what kind of how I play.
Yeah, this is like an RPG-esque skill tree in a Resident Evil game.
It's fun too, because it's totally what's your play style, what matters to you. For me, I wanted healing items to take less time, so I immediately upped that.
That's a great one. What should we put something into? Maybe increase the recovery effects, and then so there's this skill tree. Is this all? What's the difference between these here? Are these?
These look like this is going to go down into being able to unlock an ultimate skill.
These are just smaller trees.
Yeah, those are smaller trees. So those are more focused on different combat stuff.
All right, should we buy one of these, or are you saving for one?
Oh, you can buy one. Let's go for.
Let's do evasion.
Okay.
Or can I?
It should let you. Maybe it won't.
I have BP. Can you only do this at certain areas?
Usually it lets you do it at the end of each chapter or before you go into it.
Maybe that's what's going on. Okay. And then have you tried out raid mode at all? Which is that's what, honestly, Revelations 2 had some cool upgrade stuff with it as well.
Yeah.
And raid mode did that too, down to the Borderlands, you see the damage indicators coming out of the enemies' heads and stuff. And yeah, and so it's cool seeing some of that stuff bleed over more. But is raid mode progression similar? Or have you had a chance to dive into that as much?
I haven't dived into it as much as I want to. I'm actually doing that later today.
Oh,
so.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's keep on trucking here.
Oh yeah, I like to read all the little books. And I will say the game, the set pieces definitely get better as you go on.
Oh boy, one of these things. I remember these.
But I better find some way to stop it.
I love you, Barry.
He's so just gonna take care of it.
Barry, I think maybe we should go out here.
Oh, okay. So that's.
Oh, and it brings you right with me.
Yeah, so it looks like we got to stay kind of tethered together, more or less. That's good to know.
Yeah, I thought we saw the.
Can I boost you up here?
To stop it. When I thought we just saw it.
I feel like I remember this area.
Yeah, you can it's very easy to get turned around and be like, I think this is where I was before. You do have a map that helps, but you do have to find those maps before you can unfortunately benefit from them.
That's pretty classic.
Yeah. It, like I said, is very classic, the whole setup, the whole gameplay. And
so it's not in here?
I don't think so, because all you can do is walk straight into...
Yeah, you pretty much turn and it's
And
there.
let me tell you, you're going to die.
Yeah, that thing slices you up, but you can use it against enemies too, which is cool.
I did that in one instance.
Can I shoot a box or something?
I think we have to turn it off, which I'm pretty sure. We accidentally pressed the button and turned it on.
So I just warped to the door you went through. That's kind of how it goes.
Okay. Let's see. It's showing us something on the map there. Was it here that we did?
I mean, there is that thing. I wonder if...
No, that's where I had to grab something from, I thought. I thought this thing was in a different room.
Yeah, is that right?
Was maybe up here? Let me just... I'll look up here for now.
I'm kind of surprised that they would have you backtrack this far.
There is some backtracking that you have to do.
Okay.
And unfortunately, it's a good deal of like, this is what you'll open routes for in Claire's campaign. Oh, this is what we need.
This is it?
That's the control room. So we need to get in the control room, which I have a feeling my girl probably can do because there's probably...
I got a little crawl.
Yeah, going to be a crawl area.
There's something on the floor.
Oh, careful, careful, Tim.
What? What was that?
Those are the death of you yet.
Wait, what are we talking about?
can't
I didn't even see it.
I know. That's why they're so freaking sneaky. I was dealing with this last night, and I was like, "Holy cow!"
Well, what was it? I don't even know what it was.
This orange blob.
It's an orange blob.
I'm calling it that.
Is that it?
Is that it, Tim? Ah!
I gotcha.
Save me!
Okay, that's just a zombie. I got that. That's under control.
We're good.
Familiar with those.
All right, we don't want to go in there.
But
It's the other one.
What's that thing? I like swear I looked on your screen for a second, so I missed it.
Yeah, you can't really see them.
I'm not gonna read all that stuff yet.
I'm trying not to do that, but God, I thought we found the room to do this.
Is there more of those things? I mean, at least we're in a new area, so.
Yeah. That's the thing. You'll have to go through a lot of different areas, and then you'll finally find what you want.
All right.
I got... Whoop.
Wait, we got company.
Oh, no. Little sneaky boys.
I have to reload. Use a little dodge in there.
I'm too concerned with the weapons.
Seems like it's pretty obvious when they die.
Ooh, I can get a brick here.
They go through their special animation. Are the enemies pretty cool compared to other Resident Evils? Is there many surprises or?
There are, in this episode in particular, this is pretty basic. I'm hoping as you get on, they get a little more imaginative and scary. I think this is just like your introduction and...
Okay, so this is pretty familiar.
Yeah, it's familiar to start, but I have a feeling they're going to start pulling the stuff out soon.
Okay.
Just you wait, Tim Turi.
That's all I can do. But you don't have to wait long because it's concurrent weeks, so it's out today.
Well, how do you feel about that format? I think it's pretty cool. I mean, like it.
It's all going to depend on the cliffhanger of this, and then, you know, if raid mode is pretty fun, and that's a good thing to do in between things, like that could be cool. But you don't have long to wait. You know, I sometimes like the idea of a shorter game. The fact that it's it's like $5.99 per episode, and then or you can do a season pass for like $24.99, or you can wait till it's all done and buy like the retail disc for $39.99, which apparently has some extra episodes and stuff.
God, Barry. Careful, Barry.
I got it. This is fine. We're good. What's in here? Okay, you just were able to
I
warp
just warped
through.
to you.
I'm worried about more blobs.
We're back. There's one behind the wall to the right.
You think that's one of them?
Uh-huh. I know it.
Wait, that's just a zombie.
Well, no, there is. See?
That's one of them?
Yep.
Okay, I'm pulling out my machine gun here.
See, I always go for the headshot, Tim
That's
Turi.
a zombie too. I go for the legs because they actually react to it now.
I like the headshot, one and done.
But are you guaranteed?
If you hit the head right, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Because that's not even the case.
I've had some for one and done, not like the harder enemies. Whoa, but
That's right there, huh? I mean, that's just been a thing where it's like obviously you have to shoot them in the head in order to get a headshot at all, but it was never guaranteed like one and done unless you had like a magnum or something.
For here, depending on the enemy type, you can one and done them. And that's what I do.
All right, well,
that's the Kim Wallace strategy.
I'm going to try it.
Okay, you try it.
So I got to... Oh, it looks like you got to cross along with me here.
Yep.
There's...
Oh, see, I can go under here.
All right, hold on.
Ha, ha, ha.
Hold on a second.
Here she goes,
Let me dial this in. Oh, wow.
Oh, here we go. Now I'm going to stop it. See? There you go.
Awesome.
Boom.
Way to go. You did it.
We can now advance.
Also, that guy went down with that one headshot, just like you said.
Yeah, wow.
I don't know.
You don't like that?
No, it just hasn't been like that in a third person.
I kind of like it, though, because that's what I said. Like, all I've been doing is headshots now. I'm like, well, I'll spend the time to make sure my aim is right because... And it also really helps, too, because when, like, Moira has that flashlight and the enemy will, like, stop in their tracks because they'll be blinded for a second, and it sets you up so well for those damn headshots.
Awesome. So we got to go to some of those previous areas.
Yeah, I was going to go here because I think there's an upgrade that we can get over here. Just for the people at home, don't forget this one.
Yeah, good to know.
Because I accidentally tried to get this one when I was playing as Claire, and it goes back and forth, and I was like, oh, there's got to be a way to do this. Well, I guess I already got it because we're playing my other save, but there is one right up here that you can get. And so the only other bad thing is if you die, the checkpoints are not great. You will have to repeat some content. It's not like overly bad, but a little more probably than you kind of want to, especially if you're like me where you're an obsessive collector and you kind of
have to get everything again.
Yeah, you have to get everything again because I look through every nook and cranny. Like, I'm all about my resources and making sure I get the most out of everything. So for me, it's a real bummer. There's one down here. So God, I feel very vulnerable as this child. Take that.
Got him.
With
all
the
right.
brick. But
So-
I think this is a pretty good look for them at the game.
Yeah. Is this? Are we on the right track? Like, is this where the rest of the episode would take us? Is down here? Okay. All right.
And this is also an area that I said, like, Claire and Moira visited.
I do remember
Yeah,
this.
that's why it's coming back to you. But like I said, you open up different routes, so there's a little bit of difference. And plus, the characters play very differently, so that at least is the saving grace there.
Well, I am excited to give this a download and dive in. So it seems like probably worth it for if you're a Resident Evil fan.
If you're a Resident Evil fan, I don't even know why you're even contemplating.
Yeah, or if you're a fan of some local co-op that's
Like,
got a weird twist on it. So
it's super fun, especially if you've been following some of these characters and been like, what the heck happened to them? What's going on? I love Claire in this. Like, she's just matured so much. She's got like this self-confidence now about her that's really exciting. And then you see Moira, who is very much a rookie with more sass than Claire ever had, but and a dirtier mouth to boot. But
awesome.
It's just cool to kind of see their dynamic too as you go through. So this is the fun room. Yeah, I didn't use that at all during the fight at the end of the Claire thing because I wanted to. I can't talk about that. Yeah, yes, I can.
Well, let's leave some mystery here.
Well,
but
you
I
let
feel
people know that is the easy way to get rid of this fight, but I purposely wanted to make it harder because that's how I roll.
Sure, of course.
So,
well, Kim, I think that's a pretty awesome look at the game.
Yep.
I'm excited to play more of it. Let us know what you think about it. And again, it's PS3, PS4, 360, Xbox One, PC, Vita. Episode 1 out today. The next 3 episodes coming out after that. And so enjoy Revelations 2. And then stay tuned. We'll probably be looking at the rest of the series as it comes out. So
yeah.
All right. Thanks, Kim.
Mm-hmm.